Welcome in. I already got the party started. Come on and rock with me. Hey, Cedric Shannon Reeves and the brothers. Shout out to y'all. Hey, this is Isaiah 40:31 from the But God album. Come on, go to iTunes. Go get you your copy. Huh? Hey, what a week. Okay. I'd say they singing. They're doing it. They're doing their best singing. Do you hear me? Seeing them live too is an entire experience. Okay. Listen, y'all got to get into Cedric Shannon Reeves and the brothers. You got to get into them. But thank you for joining me for day number 2. Look at us. We are trucking along. I'm like so pumped about this. So what's the word of the week? Fervor. Yes, yesterday we talked about the definition, right? The Latin root. It means to boil. And we talked about being on fire for God and everything that He has concerning you, your family, your business, your marriage, your kids, being on fire. So we want to continue in that talk. And I tell you, in my journey to becoming a faith stalker, right? You too will become a faith stalker. I tell you, having fervor all of the time, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. I won't say that it's not possible. I'll just say that it's not easy. But we have to find something that centers us so that we can say, you know what? No matter what, this is what I believe, this is what I stand on, and this is who I trust. But I guess being an only child allowed me to kind of center myself often. So, even to the point in adulthood, I need to be centered. I need to kind of break away from things. So this week, it may be difficult for you to find that fervor, that zeal, and be excited about what's going to happen this year, because maybe last year didn't work out for you, or in your opinion. I always say, if you are here today to tell me that it didn't work out, well, congratulations, sir or ma'am. You made it through. I was laughing at Usher. I went to the Usher concert, and then I'll get back to how I centered myself. But husband took me to the Usher concert. I didn't go by myself, but let me tell you, I've been waiting for this all year. Okay, so picture this. The tickets came out in March. He purchased the tickets, and boom, here we are, finally, December 29th. And at the end of his concert, and I may post that on another page, but he had said, even though we may have enjoyed listening to his turmoil in his life, right? That lesson that he learned was really a blessing, right? It was actually a blessing. And so I was laughing because he had misspelled the word, and he said, Usher, I can spell. Usher can spell, okay? Don't y'all go tell people that Usher can't spell. But just to hear him speak about how God kept him, right? How God kept him through his turmoils, through us watching him go through trials and tribulations. But he still said that it was because of God that he got through. It was because of God that he could actually do what he does, so that his light shines through, right? God's light shines through him, and he can do, make us happy and all those things. And I just thought that was amazing. What zeal, what fervor he had to have found somewhere to muster up some type of boiling, some type of steam, some type of heat to keep going. And some of us don't keep going. And for me, like I said, when I was growing up, I would do puzzles. Puzzles were my jams. They still are my jams, okay? I do puzzles. I actually have a puzzle that is literally sitting, you can't really see it in the studio, but it's sitting behind me. And I would just sit for hours on end doing puzzles. And that centered me. And it kind of got me focused, and I was able to kind of hear God speak to me, right? I was able to talk back, and I was able to restart the way I was thinking. That's what this is. When you speak a different language, it's going to take you a while to kind of get the hang of it, right? You use different words, you use different topics for different things. Like, your English language, even though in Spanish, like you can kind of pick up some of those things. And even in Latin, you can pick up those root words. There's still little things that change. And for me, sitting in front of a puzzle, so you find something for you today and for the rest of this week, something that you can do that will center you. So that while you're learning this new language, or while you are refining and redefining, shout out to my brother, when you are redefining and refining this faith language that God is giving you, as one of his awesomest gifts, because we know nobody's more awesome than Jesus. I want you to practice this vernacular, but I want you to be focused on practicing. So if there's some things you used to say about yourself, I want you to change those. So if you wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm ugly, I can't make it. And that could be small to some, but it's major to others. I want you to change the way you speak. God, you made me. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, right? I am unique. You have called me to be set apart. You chose me. Right? Because he knew what our choice would be. He's the creator of everything. He knows our comings. He knows our goings, our beginnings, and our ends. And so get that zeal and that fervor about you first. Yes, you, sir. You, ma'am. I want you to reignite that fire about yourself, because I'll tell you the truth. We can't be fervent about anything. It's just, how they say, oh, you can't, fall in love if you don't know how to love, or, you can't love anybody else if you don't know how to love yourself first. That's true. And people will disagree with you, but listen, the greatest love other than God's, he gives us that ability to love ourselves first, right? That's why you get the Bible verses. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. I have to know myself to encourage myself. I have to know my creator to encourage myself. So this week, I want you, and today, and this whole week, and for the rest of the year, to be on fire about you. Because you are and you were fearfully and wonderfully made. You are chosen, you are called, you are set apart. You are to be unique. God has a purpose for you. We're going to rock out. I'm so excited that we made it through day 2. Come on, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 3. But y'all going to rock out with me. Is that all right? That was loud, right? Come on and rock out with me. Hey. That's my part. All right, guys. You keep that fervor about yourself. You understand? I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Remember,
he's gonna make a way. He's gonna see you through. He's right there opening doors for you. He's gonna bring you out. He's gonna make a way. He's gonna see you through. He's right there opening doors for you.
See y'all. Peace.